大家好，我是 Tim， 我们今天继续来玩《天国降临救赎2》。好，我们来到这个冯伯格办的这个宴会哦，任务名称好像是叫克罗斯基的恶魔，是不是？啊，没有，目前还叫为了胜利。好像他前面是提醒我们这次重要任务的时候，他是有讲这样子。前去领取铠甲。好，我本来是说要自己在宴会上面，对话一下什么，但其实我来不及，所以那个我们就直接来吧。
I'd like to have a bit of discourse with you, young man.
Well, now you've made quite an impression, friend.
哦，终于这些人都可以对话。不过因为卡彭就在旁边喊我们就来跟他对话吧。
Come on, Henry. You can have a drink afterwards.
然后我有把这个画质，我有把一些人物细节从极高调到高哈，所以还有物体品质，希望说不会像上集一样，因为我看了一下那个影片的部分，它掉帧的时候几乎是已经卡到录不动了，所以就不晓得是不是这个光追它算不动。好吧，我们就先来对话吧。
I'm not sure who's the Lord and who's the.
What is it? I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Ah, sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Burgov. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
啊，我们先去帮他拿那些。
It didn't take you long to find fame, my friend. Your stories are just priceless. A downright tragic ballad.
We have a poet among us, eh?
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of thing to Florian there. Women swoon in his arms, and then men swoon in exasperation. There's a poetic soul for you. If only his verses were any good.
Seems Florian makes your blood boil, eh?
Aye, he's too big for his boots. He needs to be taught a lesson. But I'll pay him back for his jokes soon enough.
Tell me more. I'll be glad to help you.
Excellent. I need to get Florian back for one of his jokes. It should hurt him a little.
What did he do to you?
He persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up in her clothes. When I sang beneath her window one evening, they all thought it was hilarious. And that twit threw lilacs down to me from the window.
How awful. How do you want to get your revenge? Challenge him to a duel?
Nothing of the sort. No violence. We'll just make fun of him a little. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it'd be interesting to slip the ring to her best friend.
Well, that sounds like a pretty cruel joke. But I'll be happy to help. Where can I find the ring?
He's bound to have it in the chest next to his bed at the very top of Crone Tower.
Ah, now I see why you don't fancy going there.
Well, the most important thing is that everyone sees I'm here, but nobody will notice if you leave. All you have to do is bring it to me unobserved. I'll take care of the rest.
哎，没事啊，特罗斯基我熟啊，都已经不知道，已经被我偷完一轮了。我们先去帮卡彭拿东西吧。
I'm in no mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
Good day to you.
I'm supposed to collect armor and a sword for my lord.
Oh, but that horse has already bolted. I'm clean out.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here. You should have come earlier, that's all.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what's left, but it ain't the best. I reckon you'll have to do the mending and sharpening yourself.
As you wish. But I'll go and tell the Chamberlain. You think he's going to get his fingers burnt because of you?
What? Ulrich is my friend.
And I have friends among the local nobles who the Chamberlain surely won't want to annoy.
All right. Maybe I was a bit hasty. I'll find you something better. I still have this left. Take it. It's yours.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way. Sucker. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
萨克逊式腿脚，看一下我们拿到底什么规则。哎，好像我们身上的还是好不少。那这样就没有阴卡彭的必要了。然后酒，它酒是放在哪里呀？厨房里取酒。
Where can I find the serving girl with the wine?
I don't know. Ask Manietta. She's the cook.
马涅塔，马涅塔在哪里？
My God! You're all covered in blood!
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
What do you want her for?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Laura Capon, but I can't find her.
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get her, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it! God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening. But don't worry. I'll be happy to give you wine for Lord Capon myself. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me in the meantime. The lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Who locked it like that?
Nobody. It's one of Osina's amazing locks.
What? Again? Ugh, I'll kill that Osina. Sure, I'll take a look at it. It won't be a problem.
Thanks. Farewell, sir.
那个军医忘了去洗了，所以他刚刚见到我们第一反应就是哇，怎么全身是血？ 想不到又要再来开一次这个箱子。哎，不对啊，香料那个吗？
Farewell, sir.
.这边是可以直接拿的哦。 有那个偷窃的标记吗？没有哎、爽。
I've opened the spice chest for you.
Really? That's clever of you. I couldn't budge it. I won't bother looking it again from now on. If someone pinches something, I'll blame Osuna and his rubbish locks. Here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. And give my regards to Lord Capon. May the Holy Virgin watch over you in battle. Farewell, my friend.
哎呀，看来卡彭还挺受欢迎的，应该是在不上吧。 哎，我只是先拿了，别人再给他就好了，是这样子哦。我以为要去找他嘞。嗯，果然大家都去宴会。靠，为什么这边有人在巡逻？啊，平常明明这边就没有巡逻的，他这边给你塞一个是什么意思
？What are you doing prowling about here?
哦，这边不能上来啊。 我们要在这边躲在一个角落等他寻出去啊！这也太故意了吧！不行，不能掠死这边。
What was that? What? Hey, you're not allowed here.
看他会走来这哦，真他妈讨厌！
Go.
哎，这边要整个重来一次，够北七的。
Here it is. Florian's ring.
我操，还好没被开到。那边房间里面走出来一个。啊，直接一本流，直接冲出去，不用什么等人什么的，刚好像跟傻逼一样。
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Permitted to be here.
Easy now. I surrender.
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up and show...
Please. Look at me. This is all just...
Oh,
Here's Florian's ring. What next?
Excellent, my friend. Now we'll plant it on that damsel to Florian's right, the young one who never stops blabbering on.
Right. Leave it to me. I'll finish the job.
I'd be delighted to, my friend. That scoundrel deserves it. He'll be the butt of the joke for a change. So no mercy, and joking aside, into the fray, young knight.
I'll be with you.
佛罗里安右边哪一位？
Similar band in our region. More than isn't even a proper fucking.
博尔的马列塔。
How do you like the company here? Christ, do you even drink at all?
I have a little gift for you.
Oh, how sweet. Tell me, who is it from?
One shy friend who was afraid you'd reject him.
Ooh, and what does he want from me?
To dedicate a few verses to your beauty. From his heart.
What? I know that ring. Florian.
What's going on? What are you doing, fool?
Fool? You know him. You wanted to cheat on me.
No, it's not...
Two-faced cheat swine.
Wait, I can explain. He must have stolen that ring from me.
What? Traitor! I never want to see you again!
在这边搅屎好像还蛮爽的。
Well, Florian is all done in. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Aha! Of course! You set him up nicely. I almost felt sorry for her.
No mercy, and joking aside. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Aye, he'll get over it. I owe you a reward. Here you are, my friend. And if you need help with anything, just say the word.
God be with you.
哇，他竟然给了一本《骑士之力3》。
You must be Henry, yes? Lord
I'm not local, so I'd like to introduce myself, gentlemen.
We're not local either, but we've already heard of you.
Aye. Mainly about your brushes with the law. Truly amusing escapades, if what they say is true.
I don't know what folk have been saying, but they like to exaggerate. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, no offense intended. We're glad to meet you.
My name is Olbram, and this is Yeshek of Bor.
Any news, gentlemen?
Yes. We were just talking about the Finger of God.
What's that? Some book?
Nobody knows, but the name is truly odd, isn't it? Apparently Sir Otto paid a fortune for this finger in Prague.
Sounds like some holy relic, doesn't it?
Aye. But it occurred to Olbram that it might be some new castle bell.
I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus that the castle needs a new bell. Throwing around coin like that when there's a war on is a sin, I tell you.
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets, and the war hasn't changed that. Quite the opposite, if anything.
Aye. Once you get involved in politics in Prague, the coin comes rolling in. You and Lord Capon are here on political business, aren't you? You're envoys of Hanush of Lipa, and the king's favourite, Radzig Kobyla, right?
Yes. We brought a message from Sir Hanush and Margrave Jobst. Now we're just waiting for Lord Bornbergov's reply.
What does Margrave Jobst want?
To end the war, I think.
Well, well. Jobst himself wants to make peace with the League of Lords.
Aye. And free our king from captivity.
Interesting. Yet it was him who was at war with Wenceslaus just a year ago.
What about tomorrow? Will you join us in the attack?
Of course. I've brought so many men we could take the Bark off on our own.
I hope you'll leave room for us as well, Yeshek.
Have no fear. The main thing is that old Lord Nebag doesn't drop dead before we can save him.
Well, if we burn down his castle, he's bound to have a fit.
I think Sir Yaramir will be pleased if we get rid of those scoundrels without needless damage.
Aye, aye. Old Yaramir was always terribly proud of that little castle of his. He toiled all his life to build it.
Yet it's nothing more than a hut on a rock.
All the better for us. We'll take the hut in a trice and then relieve Yaramir of a few barrels from his cellar.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out how much the rescue will cost him.
He'll be happy to give us the wine. Better to be alive and well than cold for eternity.
哦，原来这两个一直待在这里。原来这两个一直待在这里也是要一起来进攻。啊，神父没有其他对话。
I've heard you're a local hero.
This is Henry, my lady.
把他留到最后吧。
Shall we have a chat, bonny lad?
My boy, even the sparrows in the eaves are serenading your escapades.
好，等一下。
I'm sorry. You spoke to him then?
And even to his uncle. But he didn't want to hear about it.
So the escheat will be decided by the court, and Smil Flashka sits on the bench.
Exactly. Our incorruptible scribbler Smil.
Thank God the provincial authorities are not run by idiots for some time now.
At least not all of them.
That makes me wonder all the more why you've invited that Prague peacock here.
Because wheels have started to turn. Or do you think Margrave Jobst is the only man who senses an opportunity?
I see. What does Prague have to say about that?
Prague is buzzing like a beehive again. The burghers are growing increasingly bold.
Bloody merchants prostrating themselves before the king just to get noble titles.
There are two sides to every coin. Which is why I will not be taking part in the attack tomorrow.
Have no fear, my lord. That little matter won't give us any trouble.
I have a question for you, sir.
Certainly. What is it, Henry?
I've heard people talking about some finger of God.
What do they say?
Some think you bought a new bell in Prague for the castle chapel.
Well, now. Do they really?
Well, at the very least, I hear it cost as much as one.
They are right. Progress doesn't come free.
Will you tell me what it is, then?
I'm afraid not. But don't worry. Everything will become clear tomorrow. The finger of God is already on the way from Prague.
Is that the important visit you spoke of earlier?
Exactly. The roads are dangerous, and a good friend of mine is vouching for its safe passage.
Well, it can't be helped, lad. It seems you won't pry Sir Otto's secret out of him today, so we'll have to drown our curiosity in wine.
我觉得他是不是搬了个大炮？可是15世纪欧洲，15世纪初1406年，欧洲有大炮了吗
So, how are you enjoying the feast?
我跟那个黑巴托许聊个天，这个是冯伯格的这个应该是卫队队长。
Ah, good to see you. At least I know one person here. I wouldn't mind a few more feasts like this now and then. Have you tasted the Hungarian wine?
I remain on duty, so I can't. But when I see how the others are enjoying it, sacre, I miss Prague.
You're a regular martyr, but we're in the same boat. My lord also told me not to drink. What was von Berghoff doing in Prague?
He's the royal chamberlain, so he's in charge of collecting taxes from royal towns and monasteries. And he was negotiating with the League of Lords as well, of course.
What? He promised he'd support the proposal of Hannes of Lipa.
Maybe, but he can hardly call off negotiations with Rosenberg and the other powerful lords. Politics isn't blind man's buff. Besides, you only gave him the message after he came back from Prague, didn't you?
Do you know what the negotiations in Prague were about?
No, because I'm not a spy.
But personal bodyguards often hear all kinds of things, don't they?
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense in Saxony. Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides, and the mighty Rosenberg is scheming against everyone. Aye, and Bocek of Kunstadt is looking for a husband for his niece, Yitka. She's pretty, so it won't take long.
I thought the League of Lords was supposed to be united.
What? Them? No chance. Having too many roosters in the yard always ends badly.
我操，他这个口风也太不紧了吧！这个贴身保镖。
Have you heard the plan of attack?
No. Ulrich is keeping it all close to his chest.
Not that there's any point.
I noticed that your lord isn't too fond of the Chamberlain.
That's one way of putting it.
Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him. But it's true, Ulrich is a bit strange.
He's a conceited fool, you mean?
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be shy and meek.
Do you know the other guests?
They're noblemen from these parts, but I don't know them personally. That cheerful little fellow in the middle is Hermann Palitz, known as Littlehead. Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the barrel gave way before Littlehead.
And the other one? The thin one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed wit, fair of face and well-spoken. The ladies swoon. For all he could care, well, we'll see what kind of company he prefers in the end.
What about you and the local women folk? Got your eye on anyone?
Come off it. I'd have to stand in line behind Herman and his ilk. I'd rather have a drink with you.
I think I know what you're getting at. Don't you want to leave the guests to themselves and go somewhere quieter?
I like the way you think. I have some good brandy in my chambers. If you're tired of the feast, I'll invite you for a nightcap.
哎，不对，我们也要玩这种 play。
So let's fill our goblets to the brim and enjoy ourselves. What do you say?
As you wish, but don't overdo it with the wine. It goes to your head. Some men drink, others play, still others sin their days away.
这还押韵，想不到这家伙竟然是好男色的，是这样吗？还有谁可以对话跟互动？赌个骰子好了。
Let's play dice.
Wie schön. At least we'll have a bit of fun.
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that, Bursche. I give no quarter.
一个国王骰，2个幸运，2个老千，要不要配个圣安地奥库斯？有的时候就蛮缺会缺一个3的，还是配好运好，配好运看看好了。哦，还要徽章，快摇。
Auf geht's. I'm very curious about you.
哇靠！他为什么有2个徽章？2个1，1个5，2个6。先选一个1好了，再赌一下。哇，全中哎！
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
我在赌吗？这一把就1000嘞，跳过好了，保守一点。
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Hmm. 哇，叫好狗运。哇，好像又有一个哦。那运气也太好了吧，狗干好哎。
Looks like you don't even want to play.
可他不敢
Last
甩
time I。was watching, a farmer lost his breeches and his boots here.
看，这就差一个4，我就大满贯。 哎，2、3、4、5、6，哇，这太扯了。
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. I hope you don't throw
You can
like
do
that
it.
again.
Keep it up.
What's the
That's
score?
good too, but you could throw
It's all
better.
yours.
哎，少一个3，哎，这时候有圣安地就那个了。554462，好鸟啊！1、2、3、4。
If I was you, I'd take it.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Das war's.
You're up, my friend. We didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay, played with them.
哎，这差个
They
3。
were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
Schön.
The master cook here is an absolute treasure.
The cook is a woman, my lady.
Hier.
哦，他还敢赌啊！我还被他赌中了。
Maybe I prefer a short game to a long one like this.
找一个4，嗯。
Let's drink, my friends.
现在有优势了，可以再赌一把。
Have a drink. That's why I left my wife.
Hungarian devils are also Christian.
Good idea.
啊？
This is
Oh,
so
that's
Yeah.
after all, isn't
You
it?
wouldn't be so stupid.
They rob and kill our people.
Schön.
Sigismund is like a fox in a hen house. Who let him in, eh? Margrave Yorkstead.
Diese.
They want the kingdom all to themselves, so they can rob and plunder. Clear as day.
Hier.
We have an early start tomorrow, it seems. Whose idea was that? I won't remember much of the journey there, I can tell you.
My God, is it still not over?
哦，直接赢了。
That was a good game, friends.
Aye. Every game is good when you fatten your purse.
Ah, Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns. A few groschen, one way or the other, won't ruin me.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. I wasn't being serious. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
太瞎了。
I'd like to have a bit of discourse.
那边找得到凯瑟琳吗？就我们去外面看一下找不找得到他，不然他刚刚说要拿酒，又不知道死哪里去了。
I'm in no mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
这边我们刚刚上来过，其实没有人。啊，还是在，可能他在那个塔上面，少女塔，去少女塔那边绕一下。 这也太早就睡了。都没看到凯瑟琳呢。好吧。
Shall we have a chat, bonny lad?
Sorry, I don't know your name, my lady.
This is Johanka of Zhernov, Henry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm...
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
I'll be glad to tell you my story. Where to begin?
The best place to begin is at the beginning, isn't it?
You're right, of course. That would be best. Lords Hanush and Radzig entrusted us with delivering a message to Trotsky. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. But we didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our lives. I still don't know how I didn't drown. I can't swim, you see.
Truly divine intervention, my son. God clearly wanted you to be saved.
Truly shocking and terrifying. Tell me, what awful thing happened next?
What can I say? Nothing much apart from the fact they almost stuck me like a pig.
No doubt, but that's just what interests me.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labor would have been too humiliating for him, you see. Even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, slops over us, it would seem.
No, that is truly awful.
But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds, which led to a whole misunderstanding.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stocks.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with it now. Why did they punish you?
That was nothing, really. But the bailiff didn't see it that way. Probably because it was his son who got a thrashing.
An interesting tale. Thrilling, even. It's a wonder you're still in one piece.
Sorry, my lady, but it was mainly Lord Capon's life that was in danger.
Ah, yes. How true. Let's hope fortune favors him tomorrow as well. And you, young man. I'm sure that rabble that caused so much trouble will be defeated, captured, and justly punished. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. Enjoy the evening, Henry.
哎，我的选项看起来是选错了，完了，
I apologize.
我没有成功睡到他，有存档，
Have you got a moment?
再来一次。
Sorry.
This is your hand,
please.
I know, and this.
The pond.
Your life.
You're right, Father.
Well, I'd love the.
It all began one lovely day when we'd been on the road for ages. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. But we didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the... I can't...
Truly divine.
Truly.
It was a bloodbath, milady. Then they followed us into the rocks and chased us through that labyrinth like rabbits. I thought we were done for. There was no way out. Nothing around but rocks and pitch-black night.
I see your lives really were in danger. You are truly brave.
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. Well, even more... but it's true.
Bailiff...
Yeah, like a...
Fair enough.
I admit the bailiff was right to punish us. But we would have won the brawl otherwise, my lady.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a sincere and brave young man, Henry.
And rather entertaining company.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my good friend didn't hear your story. She would have been very interested.
Who do you mean, my lady?
Unfortunately, she just went outside to get some fresh air. But the easiest way to put that right would be to go and find her. Would you escort me, Sir Knight?
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honored to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentlemen will excuse us, won't they? It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy in here, so a walk will do me good. Come on. A lovely summer night. It was horribly stuffy inside. Thanks for rescuing me from the claws of those two old vultures.
Yeah, of course. But I thought...
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow-witted, that's all. Like my late husband. But maybe I underestimated you, eh?
啊，对，一开始的那个开场就选错了，不应该选容易的，要选中等的。然后后面要尽量的描绘的很惊悚，要展现我们的勇士风范，对，所以才能够达成。好，应该算是成功了吧？
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well, well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at poetry anyway.
That's enough talk, silly. Embrace me. Let's enjoy this night. It wasn't made for sleep, after all.
Good day to you.
I'm supposed...
Oh, but that...
What?
Lots of up...
But Chamberlain...
I'll be happy. I reckon you...
As you wish. You think it...
What?
And I am...
I still...
See now?
好呀，我刚刚那个阻挡，我没有先做这两件事情的，妖兽我。
Good day to you.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm supposed to get...
For that handsome young...
What, the thing...
Forget it. But don't... I just like the lock got...
Who?
No.
What? Sure.
Thanks. Farewell.
哇靠！我竟然，那他刚刚显示我戒指也是没有完成的，可是我读的那个档不就是我完成之后的吗？这是没有的，认真，干我要重来哦。我真的不想重来。
I've opened.
Really? I won't bother. Here's some. May the host. See you soon, my friend.
What's the matter, blacksmith's boy? Stop farting around.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Bergov sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ostener a kick up the ass.
我可以只给他一件哦，那这样也太惨了吧。
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me.
What about you? Ready for battle?
One moment. I have to get ready.
Get a move on then. I don't want to keep that twat Ulrich waiting.
哦，换装，少解那个项链就算了吧。哦，对，而且我们在宴会上没吃东西，靠腰，好惨啊，太惨了吧！还要早上起来自己嗑干粮，吃蜂蜜，太惨了。整个挡好了。
I'm ready now. We can head off to battle.
All right. No more farting around now. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Hold. Damn it. But so what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. With the force we have. What do you think? What's wrong? Don't tell me you don't fancy going into battle. Ah. I see I won't get much conversation out of you this morning. Is that the fault of last night's feast? Or are you just bored and missing real adventure? If that's what it is, your blood should soon start flowing again, my friend. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
不要再立 flag 了，我求求你，少主，不要再立 flag 了。啊，我看，就算我把设定调低一点，看起来好像还是不太稳。
Damn it! But so what? Let's go. Can't wait to put that fraud from Navarkov in irons. With the force we have, we'll take their little fort in a trice. What do you think?
I agree. It certainly won't be a long siege. Nebakov isn't Talmberg.
Exactly. We won't be needing a trebuchet this time. A couple of ladders and a battering ram will do just fine. I'm almost worried the foot soldiers will get it done without us. And I won't even have time to swing my sword.
I can't wait to repay them for their kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where the arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation I suffered? The rope is too good for those knaves. I'd have them quartered if it were up to me.
Aye, and quartered at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Bergov to send for a truly skillful executioner. And when we've dealt with that band, Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nabarkov. Why dally, then, when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Neback was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
What the... My God! Where? Right.
That was something.
Hey! Fuck it out!
Give me your hand!
Leave him alone!
Come on! God's sake! Get up, Henry!
I'm coming.
Back off, bastard! That really pissed me off! We have to get out of here! But we can't go back! We'll fight our way through! Quick!
Now you man!
Yeah! 好爽啊！终于等了这么久，大场面。
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Now it's your turn. Nicely. He's dead. Get off me! I'll kill you, you. There's more of them.
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
我跑那么快干嘛？
Fuck! Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! You hear me? I need you here!
Useless! Now you...
我自己趴下去了，中箭了。
fault. I'll act your ass off. You got him! I don't know why I'm bothering with you. A bit more. Come on! Try to help me for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards!
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here!
Capon!
Henry?
Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
哎呀，这个，没有射到头。哦。好腰嘞，不行，一定要跟着。
Go fuck yourself!
Show yourself!
I'll have you out. Nice hit!
Capon! Hands!
We have to help
Christ, I have to go to him!
Henry! I need you here!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
This is all your fault! Christ, man. I don't know why I'm bothering with you. A bit more! Come on! Try to help me for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum!
怎么还有枪声？哦，那边还有。
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here!
看，总管现在这样领便当哦，我刚没仔细看了，操！那个打斗的声音有点做得太近了，近到好像在旁边打的一样。
There must be a way through somewhere. Make it fast. Come on,
you can't get away from me.
I'll slow them down.
Watch out! I can't aim.
Have you found a way past it?
哦，他怕我去找。
back! We have to go down! Down to the mill and across the stream!
Useless.
Damn!
We're able to take another one like that!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
It's a wonder
now,
you're still
fucker?
standing!
Done.
Now you'll die!
Watch out, Henry! There are shooters behind the wagons!
I'll hack you to ribbons! I'll chop you up, you shit! Show what? Bad luck!
I'm gonna
I'll hack you up!
Bleeding like a stuck pig! Of these peasants! Kill him!
哦，汉斯不会死啊！
No! Quick!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him! Hans? Hans! Look at me! Hans!
That'll do! We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Perkstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turn to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck and your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got.
终于第一个 BOSS 战，然后我记得在预告片里面他是戴头盔的，所以游戏里他这边他就露脸。希望这不是剧情杀，他是打得赢。
Go down!
Enough!
feel good. Shishka, you all right? So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop! And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they? Hey, where's that beer?
Well, I might not be entirely blameless. I threw up during a sermon and beat up the bailiff.
Holy fucking shit! I mean, sorry, Father.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally, even though she's well past her prime. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no secret. I need to find them. So I'll be grateful if you can tell me anything.
I'll be glad to help, Father.
It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Ah, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there, then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkov Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? Who's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkov Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken, though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for them.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
想不到这一段是伍德温神父的，现在是衔接这一段。我们来看一下神父的数值，19等，当然不及我们的剑圣亨利，但是还可以啊。然后刚刚那个 BOSS 战，因为我亨利已经浓到24等，然后力量已经也应该快26了吧，所以一剑，而且拿的又是3阶的这个宽刃长剑，直接2剑，然后把那个 BOSS 直接打烂。如何酿造美味的蜂蜜酒？
Taking. Greetings. What do you want?
What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Nobody knows what happened there. It's all just gossip and made-up bollocks.
Has anything else happened in these parts?
Afraid so. Semine Fortress burnt down, but nobody really knows how it happened. Take care, sir.
我是古德温神父来这边一定一脸懵逼啊！什么情况？
Farewell. Swallowed up by the.
什么情况？怎么来了？怎么又是火烧要塞，又是整队被偷袭？什么？
What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Nobody knows what happened there.
都是一样的对话。
Grüß Gott. Was willst du? Wiedersehen.
To your health, my friend. God bless you, sir.
换一个人玩，然后遇到这些熟悉的 NPC 角色，别有一番风味。其实，他说那个在后面谷仓，不是他们用来打拳击的地方。
And you're supposed to believe there's justice in the world. Greetings to you.
What's going on here?
The lords are having a scrap, but it's always us common folk who end up suffering, like this one. He'll be lucky to see the morning. God bless you, sir.
看他录多久？还好，所以那一段战斗其实并不长。
Oh, God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Oh, Christ. Kuba's in a bad way. He got shot. He needs to rest. What do you want from him?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn and wouldn't let anyone out. And then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell itself. Awful. Dreadful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now, lass. What did you hear from the barn?
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling, and infernal crashes and bangs. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. And then, by bastards had other things to worry about. They took some captives.
So the ambush wasn't the end of it. What happened next?
Like Kuba says, them scoundrels brought some prisoners to the meadow beside the mill.
And that commander of theirs, he had them hanged. One after the other.
Hanged? All of them?
Aye. Every last one of them.
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw. That's all.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebak's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Could you bless Kuba, please? Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him with the Almighty.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
Please, God, make Kuba better again. I beg you.
真惨！不晓得我们这一段，我们最后会怎么把亨利给救出来？我们的马比比亚纳，这匹马其实还不错哎。哇，我们神父要直接去那边调查，不先去特罗斯基哦。
Quick! Quick! Where will we find them? What do you think, Bibiana?
Go!
Yeah! Quick! I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads.
他还主动提醒要转弯，笑死！
Well, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
合理啦，为什么呢？因为我们不像亨利在这边已经过好几个礼拜了，他是刚来，人生地不熟，所以他要念这些人家跟他讲的这个认路的这个。
Better tread carefully. The company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. They rained arrows down. Good God, what a bloodbath.
一些盔甲可以捡来，让我们捡来用。神父怎么只能用一套装备？哥德温的服装不能更换，靠腰，那我们捡个屁！
Stop hanging clear off, or are you looking for trouble, hmm?
不至于敢杀神父吧？
Easy, nice and slow.
啊，对啊，因为他勇气值比较低。
God Almighty, bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this, in any case. The innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Damn it! Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened, and the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
哦，怎么还有路边强盗开战？他有大师版吗？有哎、古德温神父，你好样的！
Help me with him. You got him.
We started.
Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword? Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it. So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
I can't tell you.
I see. We all have our secrets, don't we?
You too?
Of course. But some people's secrets are bigger than others. Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Quick! Quick! Yeah! Go! Quick! Yeah!
Open the gate!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you are the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and up!
刚刚你说来不及评论哈，因为这个对话蛮精彩，我好好奇他们怎么交流。所以看起来那个埃里克是伊斯特万那边的人嘛，那肯定就是反派了。那不晓得他们在这边是合作关系，然后反叛的是不是埃里克他们的人嘛？因为刚刚那个队长已经讲了嘛，他已经听说这个，他们已经跟卡普他们聊过伊斯特万的事迹了，所以他可能也发现伊斯特万很有可能也是在这边忽悠继续搞乱的，所以应该现在是埃里克他们可能也又反叛，两派人马打在一起。
Them! Kill them to the last man! Take that! What I got!
No, you don't.
Crash down! Blood, yeah! Dead!
Die, you swine!
I'm hit! You're going to fuck with us? Pay for that!
这个甲是最后的，最难打。
I'm getting sick of waiting! He's had it! Yes!
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt! Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Shishka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
哇，这太幽默了！竟然在这边遇到 Easter One， 这时间有点长，不过没办法，看来这一段就是得把它录完。
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine! Ugh.
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No! We've got to flee now!
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that? Fuck it!
be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Bergov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
严格来讲，好像算是冯伯格把我们卷进来的，因为之前等于伊斯特万在杰西卡这边使坏嘛。
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zhizka here attacked us first, and then Von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know?
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Did you want to kill von Berghoff?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Berghoff's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Berghoff instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason, so no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
How did he manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well. What actually happened to Semyon?
Von Berghoff sent his men to take revenge on him. Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. Henry and I helped them. It was a close shave. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape, so von Berghoff wouldn't suspect anything.
Oh, thank God for that at least. They're good men. It would be a sad loss.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zhishka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, oh, God. Holy shit! Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels. It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out. Just get it over with.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Burgov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
好了，这一集看起来应该就到这边了，存个档。
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
I couldn't help overhearing you talking about that tragedy in Samin. Was that also the choice of a lesser of two evils?
It's really a shame you didn't arrive earlier, Godwin.
Why? Do you think things would have turned out differently?
I don't know. Aldo was truly guilty, but to kill and to punish are two different things.
God gave us the power to punish. But we have to deal with our consciences ourselves. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Burgov come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. Someone from Prague was supposed to be bringing this God's finger thing.
God's finger. What's that?
I have no idea. People were saying it might be a new castle bell.
I bet we're here. Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation of their souls.
好吧，刚好就想把这段对话看完，不过看起来他最后那句话没讲。我觉得我先讲一下这一集的，我觉得好像这个转折，好像这个情绪不太够啊。虽然说我们最后在监狱里发现伊斯特万，然后才发现说啊，原来都是跟冯伯格一伙的，所以骨子里还是我们的敌人。但是，因为说实在的，因为冯伯格也没有正式回应这样要不要继续打下去，所以他们就就地加入了这个抵抗组织，然后等于就是把之前的外交任务给抛弃掉了，好像也有一点说不过去，对不对？他们作为是使者，结果直接来这边加入那个他们要交涉的对象的敌方阵营，直接后面继续打了，好像有一点怪。但是可是因为一代所有的萨烧地区所有的这些乱都是靠这个，都是这个伊斯特万还有那个 Oriz 的那个他们搞出来的，所以看起来好像又不太对，因为感觉应该是冯伯格想停战的话，应该是要对他们释出一点善意嘛。其实他们等于是被冯伯格搞到，但是绝对实力摆在那边，冯伯格好像又还是很强，所以就这个有一点微妙，我必须要讲。所以他这个剧情安排，我只能说微妙，然后我觉得情绪不太够。可是你要说很有逻辑漏洞，我暂时没有觉得有很大的漏洞，说实在的。因为他本来就语带保留，他可能从头到尾就在算计我们，所以有可能就是真的是大奸大恶之人，不然也不会能够当到这个贵族联盟的这个已经算是几个盟主之一了。然后呢，还跟引进西吉斯蒙德，然后还这么的，对不对？有权有势，而且还是他那个叫什么？他那个叫什么王室什么？忘了他的职位叫什么。果然就是这种大奸大恶、表里不一，对不对？说一套做一套的人才能够继续长稳的这样子。这是一个坏人主宰的一个世界，大概就这样吧。然后这集主线剧情也是蛮精彩的，就是那个战斗有一点短，然后我觉得战斗规模它就一小区一小区，不过它场面弄太大，看起来它的优化也是没有办法。然后这个游戏围殴就是那个样子，这是你就冲着别人背后砍，因为他根本没有办法去格当。因为这游戏没有像中世纪早期跟圣期那种大家要主阵型，然后要盾阵这样打的那种感觉，或者是重骑兵冲锋绕背，然后那个冲击骑兵这样去绕背去撞。这一代我记得他们说好像有马上战斗了，有骑马战斗了，虽然没有那个骑枪决斗，但是我记得他们说有做马上战斗了，所以不晓得是不是后面的桥段，可能去第二张地图库滕伯格有比较大规模的军队，有骑兵，有成编制的骑兵的，可能才有那个战斗了，猜了对。好吧，我觉得还不错，然后也不确定说我们其他地区还能不能去。然后瑟米涅，我是没有想到他们这么老实，就跟那个雅克什交代瑟米涅，我们有把他救下来，直接就是突然发现同阵营的之后，就全部都交代了，对。有点可惜啊，我都尔斯的技能还没学完，可是因为我技能都快满了，所以好像也无所谓了。现在不晓得之后这些地区还有没有办法去，感觉应该下一集我们就可以去库滕伯格，总不可能是我们还去围攻特罗斯基吧？不可能吧？应该是不可能去围他的。我们只有黑火药桶，我们没有大炮，也没有那个投石车啊。对，而且等于刚才叛乱过，等于 手下的人又夭折了一半，应该是没办法。然后我刚刚就觉得很奇怪，他们在这边怎么有办法偷袭他？人数差那么多，少说冯伯格应该也派了100人以上，竟然被这样偷袭，感觉他们没有个40-50人，应该是没有办法达到这样的战果，而且是全副装甲的40-50个人。好吧，后面就看他剧情怎么编吧。啊，这里也太长了，我们就不废话了。对，好，那以上就是我们这个《天国降临：救赎2》的游玩内容了。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。